No, I will not debate Kevin Ray Wilder. I don't owe him a debate. And quite honestly, he's disingenuous. And I think I've already proved that. And I'm going to prove it again later on in this show today, too. So just like what John Bernthal, right? Just like these guys in the beginning here. Look at yourself and be ashamed of yourself. Gaslight yourself into hate, self-loathing for being a guy. Those guys are not going to help you find a fucking purpose. They are obstacles masquerading as people. White pill guys, you're on the same fucking boat. Exactly the same fucking boat. Oh, you owe me an apology. Fuck you. I don't owe you a goddamn thing. You guys misquote me. That's why you're a fucking obstacle. You guys are exactly the problem that every one of these guys that I'm going to show today, every one of these guys is today. You're just embedded in this right now. Like I said, it's straight edge for the black pill. Like, do you guys remember? Anybody remember what straight edge is? Straight edge was a punk rock movement back in the day, and it was like, okay, we didn't drink, we didn't have sex before marriage, and you had to like put a little. You guys should do this, white pill guys. Here's a suggestion: you really want to increase your brand, get guys to put like that little X over their hands, so they don't jerk off, or they don't drink, or they don't smoke weed, or whatever else. Put a little X over your hand, like the straight edge movement did back in like the early '80s from the punk scene. It would be unlimited access to unlimited sexuality. Everyone drink. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you apology. Your guys are an obstacle to men's progress. That's what you are. I'm not saying you're responsible for their suicides or anything like that. Because they don't have a counter, or they've got to make up and fabricate something that you didn't say, or make you out to be something that you aren't. And you know what the net result of that is? Is that guys are hurting. Guys die. Because of you, because of this shit. That's why. But as long as you're mischaracterizing what I've said for the last really almost 20 years, but certainly from the book, as long as you're mischaracterizing that, you are an obstacle. You are an impediment to men's progress. You are an impediment to your stated goal is so guys can move the red pill along and be more positive and do that. Okay, great. But you're not doing that by straw-manning my work. You're not doing that by making your entire channel about takedown videos. You're not doing that. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Are you going to a mountaintop in Tahoe and talking about this stuff with other guys? Are you forming tribes? Are you doing something positive for these guys? Because I don't fucking see it. You know, oh, you owe me a debate. Fuck you. Nobody owes you shit. You talk about go do the work and be a better person? Then go do it yourself. Please. Get off my fucking ass and go do it yourself. What have you created? What have you done in the last 10 years? In 2005, you know what I was doing? This same thing, talking about this, writing about this, having the conversations on SoSwap. What was I doing in 2011? Or I brought my blog online 10 years ago. What were you doing 10 years ago? You're probably in middle school. I think. I don't know how old you are. You're starting like, what, were you 12? I don't know. Maybe you're 15. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. What were you doing? You weren't doing this. Like, what brought you into this in the first place? How did you even arrive in all of this? Nobody knows because you never done a video about that. Hit dogs holler. You being triggered by such a small creator proves some of their points were on target. Insults from the homeless don't bother me. Well, whatever. And you know what? As long as you are misquoting me, as long as you're putting words in my mouth, as long as you are being a deliberate obstacle to people understanding this stuff and being a deliberate obstacle to their improvement, whatever that means to them, then yeah, I'm going to get pissed off at that. Sorry, not sorry. Read the fucking book. I will show you exactly where they are like misquoting me. That's why they fixate on those. But the one that they fixate on the most, I think, is really number 6, which is women fundamentally lack the ability to love a man in the way that a man expects that she should be able to love him. That's the full quote. That's the full iron rule. Number 6, go look it up. They're for free on my site. You can find them in the year 1, best of year 1. All of them are listed there. Why do they misquote that one? In fact, it's not even them that's misquoting. They're off the hook in this one. It's usually guys who are in the black pill. It's usually guys who are despondent. It's usually guys who can't cross the abyss. You don't even have to buy the book, man. It's not like I'm not even trying to shill my book. Hey, please buy the book, right? Go pick it up and don't get a pirated copy that's been promoted out there. Don't do that. But if you want a good, I would say probably about 80-85% of the material that's in my first book is freely available on my blog, man.
Coach White Pill. You know Coach White Pill?
Coach White Pill, right?
From Coach White Pill. You know Coach White Pill?
Coach White Pill, right?
Coach White Pill. You know Coach White Pill?